Welcome to the Fret Frontier. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Native American flute. So on the Fret Frontier, we generally look at guitars and ukuleles, your traditional fretted instruments, but we don't have to be limited to traditional fretted instruments. We can expand our horizons to think about instruments that have an organized system of predetermined tones. So the flute that we're looking at today is made out of ABS plastic, not PVC, and food-grade safe dye is used to gain the color we see on the instrument. It's made by Dr. Hale, who is the president of Sounds We Make, LCC, whose main instrument is the didgeridoo. So if you buy this particular beginner flute, you can get it with an instructional CD that'll walk you through getting started. And you also get a booklet that shows you the fingering map and gives you some songs to start playing. This booklet is also available on Dr. Hale's website, and I'll give you a link to that in the description below. So let me quickly tell you something about this flute, and then I'll show you how to play a minor pentatonic scale on it. So if you decide you want something like this, or you're considering it, you can see how easy it is to get started and start jamming away on it, making up your own little melodies. So first of all, the flute itself has this removable piece on the top. So notice there is a hole here and another little hole underneath it. This hole we want to cover. That's compressing the air as you blow into it, helping you make the sound. And the one underneath it we want to have open, and that helps you to fine-tune your pitch a little bit. So I'll put up the note map here for you to see on how you would start playing this. So when you take a look at holding the instrument itself, you want to have your thumbs in the back, and our left hand is going to be controlling our upper holes. Our right hand will be controlling our lower hole. This third finger here on your left hand, there's a smaller hole you'll see in the construction of this particular flute. This tiny hole, for the purpose of the pentatonic scale, we are always going to hold that hole closed. So that gives us a nice anchor for holding our flute. We've always got this nice configuration here, our thumbs in the back, third finger holding that, and as we move our other fingers around, it'll keep our flute fairly stable. So our first note will be A. Everything is in place, all our fingers closing all the holes. And then before we put a breath through, we want to be nice and relaxed. So practice your breath just blowing out, and that is the cool thing, the relaxing meditative nature of this flute, right? The rules are to just blow very gently, and we want to mimic the sounds we hear around us. So if you are listening to rustling leaves or chirping birds or just the sound of the wind, we want to mimic that with our breath. Right now, we just want to have a nice, smooth, relaxed breath. Very relaxed, and blow. And you get your first sound. Now, if you overblow, which was the very first thing I did, I took this little guy out of the box and I overblew, and I got an octave higher. So you want to be relaxed, right? It just knocks that type A tendency you might have right out of you. Can't play this if you don't relax. So it's a great meditative device, right? So we got that nice relaxed sound there. There's our A. And we lift our fingers one at a time for our other notes. So we're going to do A, C, D, lifting one finger at a time, okay? And you can stop the notes like I just did there, where you go do, do, do. Or if you want to slur them together, use one breath without tonguing or stopping the air coming out. So here is how it would sound as a slur. Those same notes, okay? So now we'll go ahead and do the upper notes. Get one at a time. So now let's just go through. We're going to play those. You'll see the names of the notes we have there. We're starting with A. So we have A, C, D, E, G, A, and then we'll just come right back down. have your pentatonic scale. You can mix those notes up any way that you want. And the way to have success sounding, the way you kind of expect a native flute to sound is to go in order of those notes. So here's an example, like you just raise your fingers and then bring them back down, and it will start to sound like a little melody. So we're not doing any splits, no cross fingering. It's just up and down in our scale. If we want to follow an A chord, you'll notice where that is. Taking a look at that chart, we have our A, C by just lifting one finger. Then if we want to get the fifth of our scale, the E, we lift these three fingers. So we've got an A chord right there. There's our triad. If we want to do our octave with the A on the top, okay, so that can get you started. If you're interested in an instrument like this, listen for that beautiful sound that you get by relaxing your breath. You'll be able to tell if you're carrying tension because you'll overblow like I showed you at the beginning here, making that squeal sound, and you'll be able to adjust yourself, calm yourself down, have a nice meditative moment with your instrument. If it feels like work, put it down, walk away, come back, pick it up. It should be an enjoyable moment of healing sound. So I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about the native flute, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for spending some time with me.